What's up, you guys? It's the amazing life of us back with another video. AJ, introduce yourself. This is AJ. How old are you?
2.
This is our my little sister, her daughter. Mom, my kids. There is one more, but she could not be here right now.
No, she just doesn't want to be. By the way, you good?
Yeah.
Excuse us, we are legit in our pajamas.
Because it's literally like
AJ's in her footies.
It's literally 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Sorry it took us so long to upload
you
the
don't
video.
have to tell what time it is. What if we wanted people to think that we were night owls?
Well, sorry if it took us so long to upload the video. It's kind of been hard getting us all together in one. So let's get straight to the video. But first, you guys see this.
So I say lovely, 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 love my family. So I say lovely, 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 love my family.
Some naturalness in it.
Yeah, mommy.
Oh, okay. So, first of all, we have to talk about the title. What's the title of this?
10 things we wish we would have known on the Carnival Cruise.
10 things we wish you would have known before sailing on Carnival Cruise Line.
So, the first thing that we wish we would have known before going on the Carnival Cruise is that in the main dining room, we were seated in the silver dining room on the Carnival Liberty, and we wish we would have known that we aren't going to be seated like just our family. There are going to be other families. Typically, it's 2 other families, but it was only one because one never showed up. I guess they ate somewhere else the rest of the time.
Right. For me, I wish I would have known that. I wouldn't call myself an introvert or a shy person. But when it comes to social settings, I do kind of like to know in advance, what to expect. So that did kind of throw me for a loop. So if you're somebody who prefers to be mentally prepared when it comes to different social settings, like me, that's something that you're gonna want to know. It didn't hinder the evening, but for me it did kind of, I was taken a little bit aback. Now I gotta make conversation with these people, and I don't really like to make conversation with people unless I want to. So I have to be in the right frame of mind. So that just might be something that you want to know, is that you're gonna be placed with some strangers. So for some people, you might enjoy that.
Yeah.
So the next thing that we wish is, are you gonna put some graphic? Should I hold my hands like this? And you'll put the words right there.
Where's your signing show card? I can show that.
The next thing that we wish we knew, this is a sign and sail card.
The color varies on how many cruises we've been on. It's blue for your first cruise. The next cruise we go on, it's gonna be red.
Yes. So I wish that I would have known that I was going to be able to add money onto my card once we got on the cruise, because I was given the impression that I was only going to be able to add cash to it once we were at the terminal during the embarkation. When the reality is I was able to add cash throughout the duration of the trip. They have these little convenient machines that actually allow you to be able to get smaller bills. Super wet. Smaller bills. And so, for example...
Did you swallow it?
Just eat it.
No, she didn't swallow it.
Okay. Keep going.
Smaller bills. So, for example, when we went to... What was the first place we went to? Nassau. I'm I need some smaller bills. I'm not just going to be giving out my 50s and whatever. So all you do is you put the money in this... You put the money in this machine, and then it gives you durations down to 5s. It doesn't do 1s. But along with that, again, like I was saying, you are able to add money. You're able to add cash from your card, or if you had straight cash. I chose not to attach my card to my sign and sale account, just because I did do some research, and I heard a lot of horror stories of people having just like multiple $600 holds, and I was not trying to do all that in a different country with my children. So I decided that I was just going to bring straight cash, like gang of bitch. So that's what I did. But it was convenient because I was able to just continuously add money. So wish I had known it, was able to find out, and now you all know.
Is number 3, the kids clubs were not open constantly. Like, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. The kids clubs weren't open constantly. Like, it wouldn't open officially until around 2, and then it would close again like an hour and a half later, and then it wouldn't open again until like 8. And I think for
it opened at 10, I think, actually.
A piece of more bubble gum.
No.
It was not consistently
A piece of
open.
more bubble gum.
No, you can't have any more bubble gum. It's almost time for you to go to sleep.
Shh, we trying to do this.
But so they weren't open constantly, and I did find that kind of disappointing when it came to the days at sea. Now, don't get me wrong, they definitely did have activities going on the days at sea with the kids clubs. Like, I know Club O2 and Club Circle C had scavenger hunts going on. I don't know what the younger clubs had, but I do know that everybody had something going on. It just wasn't like back to back to back to back.
Consistent.
Yeah, it wasn't consistent. So, how do you feel about that? If we had her, it would have been a whole, as you guys probably saw from the video, she did not come with us, and I feel like it would have been a lot harder.
What was your favorite part of the trip, AJ? What was your favorite part of the cruise?
What was your favorite part of the cruise? What was your favorite part of the cruise?
Movie.
Huh?
Movie. Goby.
So yeah, no, I just wish that it was more consistent, but luckily, because it was just Kalia and New, they're still old enough to do their own things. If I would have had her, I would have been quite annoyed and irritated. Although, I don't know, that might be actually something that we should look into.
Don't recommend bringing anybody under the age of 4.
I'm not sure if the toddler clubs are open consistently. I would hope that they are, but I don't think that they are either. So that is just something to know and keep in mind, that if you don't have Granny or somebody to come with you,
shout out to her granny.
someone to come with you, you better not be drunk all day.
Number 4 is about fun. Number 4 is about fun.
Okay. Like, banana beach. And put the zips on. And go watermelon. Put the goggles on.
It's crooked.
It's all right. Let's just get it done.
It's crooked. Mom, you know how many people are not going to want to watch a crooked video?
Listen. I better watch us.
Watch people say we look like sisters. Like, oh my gosh, you and your mom are so much alike.
Why do you just have cheese in your room?
Where'd she get it? That was not for me.
That is it.
Which one are we even on right now?
You do not have to have fun. I mean,
basically, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on an excursion to have fun. If you do your research,
Mommy.
thank you. If you do your research, you can still have a blast for
days.
free, basically. I will say that the plus side of doing an excursion with Carnival is that you won't get left if, for whatever reason, your excursion is running late, flat tire, lost, sickness, whatever. The ship will not leave you. If you don't do an excursion through Carnival, then you could possibly get left. So I'm so sorry. We are so distracting and ratchet right now, but we're just trying to get this done.
So.
We're just trying to get it done.
Get her done.
For you guys, because we have gotten messages.
So, number 5 is what we didn't know is that the arcade, like, usually arcades will give you tickets or coins, like, you give them $20 and they'll give you, like, $300. And the arcade does cost actual money, but it comes off of the sign and seal card that we showed you guys earlier. So, basically, when they say this is your money on the cruise, they mean it. So, like, most of the games were actually pretty expensive. They were like $4 each, and if you want to play like 6-7 games, it all adds up. And I know Nyla, the middle child, she was in the arcade a lot, and that's basically where most of her sign and sale money came from. So long story short, we just did not know that the arcade was going to actually cost money. We thought they were going to be tokens that we paid for. And so yeah.
As a side note on that, parents, what you can do is you can put limits on the amount of money that comes off of the card. So, and it does work. And that did come in handy. I ended up putting a limit on Nyla's. So just this way they can have some independence. Give them the card. Tell them, whatever it is you want to tell them. Once your money's gone, it's gone. Or, once your money's gone, let me know and I'll put some more on it. Whatever it is. But you can put limits on it so they're not just running up a check and running up a check and it's ridiculous. So, next one. All right. So, the next one we wish we knew is that there are 2 ways to
get your luggage taken care of on the last day.
Yeah. So they basically will give you 2 options. You can lug your luggage with you or the morning of disembarkation. So that means if you are, for whatever deck you're on, keep in mind that you're either going to have to lug that luggage up the stairs, down the stairs, or wait for the elevators, which I didn't believe in doing. My legs worked just fine. So I took the stairs. Or you could leave your luggage outside your door the night before.
At 11 p.m.
Before 11 p.m. And they will come and get it, which I would recommend doing. But to each his own. Maybe you just brought a small little carry-on and you don't care. But if you did bring, like, luggage, you do have the option to either bring it with you or check it, if you will, and they'll just handle it for you. If you do choose to do that, make sure that you take clothes out for the next day so you don't have to disembark in your pajamas or naked even.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you do that. But those are your options. And so that was just something that we wish we knew ahead of time. We could have planned a little bit better, but it's all good.
Yeah, make sure you do take clothes out because that actually was an experience. I was out at the teen club late that night and I did not take out any pajamas and my luggage was already gone. So it's a good thing to have. You just need to make sure that you're prepared to have it taken care of.
So that I will probably not ever cruise from a port that does not offer Faster to the Fun. Like, not kidding. It was like the best thing. So I highly recommend Faster to the Fun if you are going to be sailing Carnival Cruise Lines. It's literally like, there were people out on the Lido decks
with their
like
suitcases
and lounge chairs, like just looking miserable, looking tired, looking hungry and
in the buffet with their suitcases.
Hungry and annoyed with all of their luggage, and I just felt bad.
Could never be us.
I just felt bad. So go on ahead and spend a little extra. It's like $70. It really honestly just depends on the length of your trip and the ship that you sail. So the older ships, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. I think the older ships is like $69.99 all the way up to, I think the highest is $109. So basically what it allows you to do is get to your room pretty much right away. Your room is ready for you when you get on the ship. If you do not choose Faster to the Fun and pay for Faster to the Fun, then you're going to have to wait till like 3 or 4.
It's like 2. The ship leaves
2 or 3. Nonetheless, if you get on the ship at 11, you don't want to wait until 3. You just don't. I just remember walking by people they looked miserable, and I just remember thinking to myself, dang, I'm really glad that I went ahead and purchased Faster to the Fun. Just do it. It's worth it.
On top of that, we got to go to our room and go to sleep. And if you don't purchase Fast to the Fun, you don't get to go to your room until, 2? And we were probably in our room settled and about to take a nap probably by 12. So.
And we got on the ship at 11:30. Yeah. Also, with that, it allows you to be able to. There are other perks. There's a designated guest services phone number. It allows you to Tinder. It allows you to Tinder first if you're going to a port that the ship is unable to pull right on up to the port, too big or for whatever reason, you will then need a Tinder boat. Little Tinder boat is a tugboat that allows you to.
It takes 12 people.
Are you gonna keep cutting me off?
Sorry, you're just not saying certain things.
No, I'm not saying it fast enough for you, but you gotta let me complete my thought.
Okay.
And the Tinder boat is a little boat that you basically get on that is gonna take you from the cruise ship to the island or the land or wherever it is you're going to. So it'll allow you to get on that first. It'll also allow you to choose your disembarkation time. It also puts you to the front of the line if you choose anytime dining. So there are, and you'll have to, I recommend just taking a look at the website, but there are perks of Faster to the Fun other than being able to have the comfort of having your room right away. But for me, that alone makes it worth it. So definitely wish I would have known that it was the best decision that I made regarding the trip. Next thing that I really wish, truly that I would have known is that we were going to be hounded for pictures. Everywhere we went out. Don't get me wrong, I love taking a good picture. But it was really got to the point where I'm I'll let you know if I want my picture taken. So yeah, they do give you the opportunity. It is good because you'll have the memories. And then if you're like Nyla, who chose not to be in the video, this time she had a whole photo shoot done. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, was taking pictures left and
I've never heard that before.
Everywhere you go, it's going to be people asking you if you want your picture taken. And if you don't, just smile graciously. You don't need to be rude. Just smile graciously and say no thank you. That's how you go.
Next one is, there's, the only food that's open 24 hours is the pizza and room service, because Guy's Burgers closes at 6. I'm pretty sure the buffets close somewhere between 7 and 9. So when it comes to dinner wise, if you are hungry afterwards, the pizza wasn't really the best in my opinion. I do know some people who thought it was amazing, but when it comes to eating after 9, it's kind of hard.
Last thing that I wish that I would have known is actually something when it comes to straws. And I appreciate Carnival for trying to look out for the environment and save the turtles. It's great. Going forward, cruises that we take in the future, we are going to be bringing our own metal straws because the straws that they offer are the edible straws. And it's okay, but not ideal. I definitely did a lot of drinking. Had my frozen drinks. And sometimes they don't always put the right flavor or a good flavor. For example, if I have a mango guava pina colada swirl, I don't want a chocolate straw. Do you know what I mean? And that's what, I would get sometimes. So just keep in mind that they do have edible straws, but they do get soggy, 10 minutes after, if you don't suck your drink down, which I wouldn't recommend sucking it down that fast, If you don't suck it down, it's going to get soggy and it's going to start bending, and then the flavor is going to seep into your drink, and when you touch it, it's going to be sticky, and it's kind of unpleasant experience, but I get what they're trying to do, so I appreciate it. That being said, I would suggest bringing your own straw.
Yeah,
so I think that
concludes our video.
That concludes our video for this time around. Thanks for sticking with us. If you made it this far, Thank you for sticking through our distractions in this one. Next one, we're probably not going to put her, but we just wanted her to make an appearance. Okay,
Just so
sweetie.
you guys know who she is.
And we do have some new stuff coming up for you guys. We do have a surprise announcement that we're going to announce in the next video. So,
the next one.
yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and we might as well just let them know. I want to let them know. I want to let y'all know this time, but we're going to wait. Create some suspense.
So
We'll
feel
let
free
you
to
know.
like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. I will put our Instagram in the description box below. Please comment ideas, things you want to know about us, ideas for our next videos.
Keep the messages coming.
Yep, keep them coming. We will try to update next week, but you know, life kind of gets you sometimes, as you guys probably seen from this video right here. So, yeah, just let us know what you guys think and what you guys want to know when it comes to cruising. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Say bye, AJ.
Bye.